2 years ago, an AI generated video of Will Smith eating spaghetti broke the internet. It was a nightmare. You see the melting face and then the fork phasing through his hand and then the spaghetti looked alive. That was the state of AI just a few years ago. But now take a look at this. That's AI today. Same technology, just a few years apart. And what's happening right now is going to completely change how your business creates ads. Now, take a look at this. This is a product ad created entirely with AI. The spokesperson is an AI avatar, the voice is AI, and the script is AI. And unless someone told you, you probably wouldn't know. And right now, what you're taking a look at is production ready. This is not a tech demo. This is something that you could leverage for your business. And that means whether you're running ads on TikTok, Meta, or YouTube, you could scale with a quality that just the old system did not give you the ability to do. You would have to spend so much time hiring creators, writing scripts, booking shoots, spending weeks in production and editing. That process is slow and expensive, and in 2026 and beyond, it is the old way of doing things. So let's go back to that video from 2023 of Will Smith eating spaghetti. This video went viral and it was basically telling the world that AI video is not there. People would share it as a joke and basically look at it and say, look how bad this is. And you obviously couldn't use this for ads or leverage it for your business. But in 2026, things have drastically changed. And what happened between then and now wasn't a gradual improvement. It was a leap. The latest models understand human movement and facial expressions like never before. Alongside that, the AI voices sound so natural. And the most important aspect here is now weaving this all together so that you have an AI avatar that has the same style, same feel, same look as what's being said with the same facial expression and lip sync, all of that for a consistent video. And the technology today is really good. So let me show you more examples of what's possible. Now, take a look at this video right here and just watch the mouth movement.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for choosing Creatify.ai. This is my voice and how I sound. Allow me to deliver your message using my unique tone to your audience.
The way the expressions match the tone of what is being said and the pauses, they're natural, it feels so real. Even a year ago, this wasn't possible. And what you're taking a look at is the latest in technology today. So if you're creating AI ads, Creatify's Aurora model is specifically built to produce hundreds of ads for your brand in minutes with hundreds of avatars, voices to choose from, and so much more. Each avatar is generated to have natural expressiveness, emotional range, and consistency. That means you could use the same AI spokesperson across dozens of ads. Just take a look at the different AI avatars on the screen. There are over 1,500 to choose from. And if you want to build your own custom avatar, let's say of yourself, the founder, or some of your team members, you could do that as well. They will have natural expression, sync with everything being said in your script, and all of this is the state of modern ads today with AI. Now, what does this actually mean for your business? So I know the tech is impressive, but let's talk about what this actually changes for you when you are running ads. So the old model looked like this, and you probably know this well. You needed video ads, so what would you do? You would either hire creators, which would cost you either hundreds or thousands of dollars, and you would have to wait weeks for them to create the video for you, or you would hire an agency and you'd be paying high retainer fees and then have to wait weeks to get videos. Now, all of this is a bottleneck for you to test and run ads and see what actually works. Now, in all three of those examples that I just gave, the biggest challenge is not necessarily the timeline that does delay your whole process, but you really don't know what's going to work until you test it. And you can't test it until you create it, which means you could be creating a ton of content, investing a lot into it, and it may just flop. And this is where AI ads are not just a quicker process, they are actually way more efficient for your business. Just think about this. If you want to test 10 different hooks. Those 10 hooks would be 10 shoots, 10 edits, weeks of work. Most businesses can't move that fast, so they end up running the same ad over and over again, even though it's not working. But let's just consider what you could do with Creatify. Let's just say you have a product that you want to run ads for. So this is so easy. All you'll do is paste in the URL of your product into Creatify. Then Creatify will pull product images, videos, description, customer reviews, a ton of content from your product page. Then the AI can generate scripts to match your specific target audience and the platform you want to run the ad on. And you have full control of this entire process. So you could choose any avatar you want or upload your own custom avatar. You could also adjust the script to your liking, and then it'll generate tons of variations for you. Then you could test those variations immediately. So the real advantage isn't just the cost savings on a single ad. It's what happens when you could produce at volume. Now let's talk about this advantage you have with being able to scale your ads. Looking across every major industry, the brands that are winning on ads right now are not winning because they have one perfect ad. They're winning because they're constantly testing new ads. That means different hooks, different angles, different avatars, different scripts. They're throwing 20 different variations at the algorithm and letting the data tell them what works. And this means your company is never going to run into ad fatigue. And before Creatify's Aurora, this strategy was only available to companies with massive budgets. So whether you're a solo founder, a small team, you run a D2C brand, you're a SaaS company, or you have an app, this system will take everything you do with your ads to the next level. If you're ready to get started with Creatify, click that first link down below in the description and you could test it out for free. Now, this isn't a magic bullet. There are specific situations where AI generated ads make the most sense. Now, this could work for basically any industry. And there are a few that I want to highlight right now with some specific use cases. First, e-commerce. If you are selling physical products online, this is your sweet spot. You already have product images, you already have product pages with descriptions and benefits. That means all you'll need to do to generate ads is add your URL into Creatify. And there is no other tool out there that makes it as easy and powerful for you to generate ads at scale with the right frameworks for ads. So yes, there are a lot of tools out there that allow you to generate videos, but there are none that compare to the UGC style ads that you're gonna create within Creatify. Whether it's a skincare brand, a supplement brand, gadgets, apparel, anything, you'll be able to generate ads that use structured frameworks that work best for ads. Next, let's talk about apps and software. Now, both of these industries are gonna need volume. You may have 2 or 3 core target audiences that you're gonna want to create ads for. And the cost of traditional video production is going to make that nearly impossible to sustain. So with a tool like Creatify, you can create localized versions, test different value propositions, and iterate weekly instead of monthly. So whether you need to create product demo, feature announcements, or testimonial style ads, you could do all of it from your computer. Third, let's talk about service businesses or any business that is really heavy into lead generation. Think of lawyers, realtors, agencies, or consultants. These businesses live and die on trust. And one of the best ways to build trust with your target audience is going to be through videos. The problem is that most service providers don't have time to be on camera constantly. And that's where a custom AI avatar will solve that for you. You write the script, focus on your expertise, and the avatar will deliver it, and you've got content running while you're doing your work. The common thread here is that every business really does need videos at scale. This is no longer a nice to have, but a core essential for you to show up and be present where your customers are searching for you. Now, the pushback I hear most often is going to be around trust. Will people trust the AI avatar the same way they trust a real creator? And that's a fair question because authenticity matters more than ever before, especially in advertisement. advertisements. Because this is a core truth. People buy from people they feel connected to. But here's what the data is actually showing. Audiences respond to good creative. They respond to clear messaging, strong hooks, and products that solve their problems. That means the actual delivery of the content isn't what matters as much as marketers think. When the AI avatar looks natural, sounds natural, and delivers a compelling message, people engage with it. The data shows that they click, they buy, and the performance is there. And honestly, most viewers aren't sitting around analyzing whether the spokesperson is AI or human. They're scrolling and something catches their attention and they either keep watching or they don't. So what I'm seeing right now is this is just the beginning of the curve. And just think of the quality a year or 2 years from now. The speed of this is only going to be to your advantage to hop in today. So for business owners who are watching this, the smart play is to jump into it today. Learn how to use the tools. Figure out what prompts and scripts are working for your audience. And that way you could develop a library of winning angles that you could iterate on. And the companies that I'm seeing companies that are treating this as a production multiplier. What I mean is this is not a replacement for strategy, but a way to execute the strategy faster. Because while everyone else is still scheduling creator shoots and waiting for editors and waiting for revisions, you're already working on your 15th test this week. If you want to see what it looks like in practice, that first link down below in the description will get you started. You could take your product URL, drop it in, and see the output that is possible with just a few clicks. The gap between what AI can produce and what traditional production methods deliver has basically closed. Now, what happens next is the brands that move on it and get the most value in today's market. Thank you so much for watching, and click the video on the screen to learn more about how you could leverage Creatify to grow your brand.